So, guys, let's start the discussion. What I really wanted to discuss is, as parents sometimes, or maybe probably as mothers, since we spend more time, since we tend to spend more time with our children, we have more bonding with our children in terms of we can understand, what exactly their nature is, how they should be behaving, what kind of personality that they're going, they're getting into, and what are their likes, their dislikes, what are their feelings. But we are humans, and as mothers, that's not the only thing which is there on our mind. We have so many other things to do in the house. We have our household chores, we have the groceries, we have to handle the groceries, we have to handle the staff, we have to handle, um, so many things what needs to be brought to the house, whether it is in terms of storage, in terms of children's clothing, etc., etc., etc. So ours is like a non-finishable job. I mean, it just can keep going on and on and on. But in the midst of all this, sometimes what happens is that, at least it happens with me a lot of times. What happens is there are times that you're really worked up, and suddenly the child comes to you and says, "Mom, you need to do something for me," and all that. And suddenly you just snap at the child and you say, "Just get out, okay? And just come later. And I don't want to talk to you right now." So at that particular moment, you might not realize that you're snapping at the children, but the children feel bad because obviously, you're snapping at them. So then they get into their own little shell, and probably they start discussing you that, mom was so rude, and she's always worked up, and she just keeps snapping on us. And at times it does happen, when the children just get out of your control, you might just you know just uh, just lose your controllers as well. But then that's okay. That's perfectly fine. What I'm trying to say is that we all are humans, and we don't need to feel guilty about it. Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, they are your kids, and you're snapping at your own children. You don't need to feel guilty about it. You need to feel guilty when you snap at others who are not yours, not at your own children. The children will understand. And it so happens with me, and I'm sure it must be happening with a lot of you out there, that after snapping at my children, maybe at that particular moment, I may not realize it, but when I am relaxed and I'm at my own peace of mind, then when I retrospect, immediately it comes to my mind that I did snap at my children and I was a little rude at them. So what I do is immediately I go back to their rooms, or wherever they are, I find them. I get them to me, I hug them, I'll talk to them, and we'll cuddle it out, and we'll speak out, and I'll give them lots of hugs and kisses, and we make it up. And I make them realize that it was not, really that I wanted to snap at you. It was just that I was really worked up at that particular point of time. And so you need to understand that mama does get tired. I do get tired, you know, after doing so much of work and all. I'm human at the end of the day. So it's perfectly fine. And then they do understand, and then it's all okay. So that is what I wanted to discuss with you, that most of us go through this, and we all are at the same page. What I wanted to tell you is that we are all at the same page. So we might be coming from different walks of life, we might be having different temperaments, we might be having different, family structure in terms of nuclear families, or joint families, whatever, or maybe single mothers or single parents, whatever. But we all go through this. And so it is perfectly fine, because we are not perfect mothers. It's absolutely okay to be perfectly imperfect. So, on that note, I would like to end my channel, And until next time, please keep watching and be tuned, because very soon we'll be talking about some other and more essential tips to parenting. So, bye, take care, God bless, and love your children and love yourself.